What's up, traders? If you are in Forex market for a certain period of time, you must have seen these types of movement. This is a breakout of price from support or resistance. Are you wondering if you had a strategy that you can predict and trade these types of movement early enough? Because when there is a breakout, there is a huge momentum in pricing, and if you can catch this momentum, if you can predict that breakout, you can have a very successful trade from this breakout. And if you don't have a strategy, these types of trade can be dangerous for you. Today I'm gonna give you a strategy that will help you to predict and trade these types of movement, and at the same time I'll show you a real chart how you can apply this strategy with example. If you're new to the channel, my name is Nizam. I create trading related content almost every day. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out any other content that I will release in the future, and thumbs up the button. So with that said, let's get started. So to have a breakout from the support or resistance, you need to have a price consolidation. So the strategy that we will use, the first condition that you have to have a defined, say, resistance or support. We consider this one as a resistance, and we will look for price consolidation on the lower time frame below this resistance. So what do I mean by price consolidation? So to see a price consolidation, say for example the price is here and then the seller came back, pushed the price down. Again at some point the buyers came, they pushed the price back up here. And when the price touches this resistance for once, twice, and not going up, again the seller came back. At that point we can draw this resistance. To draw a resistance or support, you need at least twice price touch that point, remember. Now in the second time what happened, the seller came back, they pushed the price back below, but the seller is not strong enough to bring the price to where it was before. Okay, so this was the lowest point, but the seller exhausted here, and the buyer came back, they pushed the price back to the resistance again. Again similar things happened, seller came, but they were not strong enough to create a new lower low. So in that case the same thing happened. Okay, let's continue. So this is the scenario that we will consider to apply this breakout strategy. The reason for this scenario is because, see, every time the seller coming here, they are getting weaker and weaker. So it is telling a story. What is the story? Is that in this market the buyers are getting stronger, the buyers are becoming more powerful, and the seller getting weaker. That means there is a pressure on this resistance, and in that case we will look for a resistance breakout. But how do you know that this is gonna be a resistance breakout? You have to look for this. See, for in a resistance breakout there will be a series of higher low. Remember, this is the symptom that when you will consider a resistance breakout may happen, when there will be a series of higher low is created under a resistance. That's when you might think that there could be a resistance breakout, and at some point you will see that this resistance has broken and the price has moved very fast. And there are many traders who trade just after the breakout only to have a losing trade. because in most cases, this breakout is a false breakout. And many breakout traders who fall into this trap. And because when there is a false breakout, what will happen? The price will break and then it will come back to the range and maybe go to the other direction. That's why you have to be very careful when you are trading this breakout. In our strategy, we'll wait for a candle close above this resistance. And then the price will come for a pullback. In the pullback, when there will be a pullback means the price will test previous resistance as a support. So when the price will break and then come back, we'll test the previous resistance as a support. At that time, based on price action. So if you don't know what is a price action, I have a video on this link. You can watch this. So based on price action, we will take our trade. So that is for a resistance breakout. The same scenario will happen for a support breakout. The only difference is that in the consolidation, it will create a series of lower high. So when we will see a series of lower high over a support and the price consolidated on a lower time frame, then we will consider that this might be a support breakout and we will for a breakout and pullback. And the same scenario will apply for a support breakout. Now let's get into the real chart and see a real example where we can apply this strategy. I'm going to show you an example now. This is Aussie New Zealand dollar in daily time frame. So I have drawn a resistance on this instrument. Now the price came here. This is a recent chart. The price came here and in this point. The seller pushed the price back here to this point, and from here the buyers took control. They pushed the price back to the point where it was before. So that is number 1 point, number 2 point. Now we can draw a resistance around it. Next, what happened? Look, the sellers pushed the price, so that is fulfilling our condition or symptom of resistance breakout. See, this is a lower and this is a lower high. Okay, so this low is higher than this, and if we go to the lower time frame, then we will see that all the other lower, every point is a lower high. Every point is a lower high. Okay, so that means every time the price touches here the resistance and come back, the sellers are getting exhausted. Okay, the buyers taking control. Look, every time the price coming down, it's going up and up and up, and finally the resistance here. So if we look at the lower time frame, what we will see, look, I told you that there might be a false breakout. So it made a few false breakout here, here, and here. So how do you spot that false breakout? How do you spot that? Look, when the price broke here, we can define this resistance early enough. Look, the price created here also a point. Then this is a resistance. The resistance was here, and it broke up the resistance, but it came back below. Look, in the pullback, as I told you, in the pullback, the price didn't hold. It came close back below the resistance and then aggressively went down. And again, the same thing happened here. The price broke up and the pullback created huge red bearish engulfer and came back below. Now, this time finally it has broken. Now, in trading, nothing is 100%, but the price still can come back down below. But in most cases, what will happen is that this price will hold, because what was our condition, that when there will be a breakout, the the candle need to close up. Okay, the candle has closed up the resistance, and then there was a few candles as a pullback. These candles are pullback candles. Now the price is here is still above the resistance. So in that case, we can consider that this breakout happened, and now we can look for a possible trade. So to take a trade, what we need to consider, we have to see the price action in this zone. So after the pullback, the price settled here. Now, to me, it's a very, very good trading opportunity because there is a strong resistance, the price holds, and this red bar is what we can say that this is a double bottom here. Still the price has closed, but there is this, look, there is a red candle here. There is a strong resistance. So, and there it closed back up the moving average. So if we take this trade, then we'll consider as a breakout, and then we will take as a long trade from here. The stop loss will be below the swing low, and our take profit will be at least 2 to 3 times at least up to here. So that's how you will take this resistance breakout trade. Now let's look at another example of support breakout. We will look at Euro Aussie dollar, and I have drawn the support here. This is a 4-hour time frame. You can apply in any time frame. So what happened that the price from this point, the price came back here to the support, and then the buyers came, they pushed the price back up to the resistance level, but the buyers could not create a new higher high. Just the price stopped here, which create a new lower high. Okay, that is the symptom that this support may break. And then what happened next time? Again, the seller come back to the support, but at the same time, the buyers could not make it through again. They stopped here. So this is another lower high. So after these 3 lower high, the price is getting more and more prone to breaking the support. So next what happened? Look, came here, broke the support, and then there was a pullback to the support in this point. So this is the point where you have to pay attention for a possible trade, because on the pullback that we have to look for a price action pattern that we can trade. So like this green candle is a pullback, and then there was a big red candle confirming that the breakout is done, and then the price is ready to go down. This is the bearish engulfer in the support. So when there is a pullback, this support tested as a resistance, and when it holds, the price came down. Now after this red candle, you can go for a short trade. From here, if you take the trade from here, stop loss below the swing high, and then take your profit, whatever you want. So that's how you can trade breakout. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Okay, if you like this video, then thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have more other some good strategies for you so that you can use your trading. If you want to know more about our trading strategy, if you want to learn advanced strategies that you use with our student, then there is a link in the description. Click that link and go to our website. Look for this trading. There are free courses as well. There's a lot of value in it. So hopefully see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.